My parents tried to burn me at the stake for being a witch, so I said screw it and put a curse on them. My parents had been testing me for witchcraft since I was 8 years old. They held my head underwater in the bathtub to see if I'd drown. They pricked my skin with needles to see if I'd bleed. They burned my fingers with matches to see if I'd feel pain. A real witch wouldn't suffer, Dad explained while I sobbed. We're doing this to prove you're normal. You should be thanking us. I never passed a single test. The birthmark on my shoulder was a witch's mark. The cat that followed me home was a familiar trying to bond. When I guessed that Mom was pregnant before she told anyone, they said I was reading minds. Every coincidence was proof. Every quirk was evidence. They pulled me out of school when I was 12 because I was infecting the other children with darkness. They burned all my books except the Bible and texts about identifying witchcraft, so I read those instead, cover to cover, over and over. I learned every superstition they believed, every ritual they thought was real. I knew their belief system better than they did because I had nothing else to do. They brought in specialists to examine me, men who held crystals over my body and declared my aura deeply corrupted, women who made me drink salt water and proclaimed my reaction proved demonic influence, each one more extreme than the last. When I was 17, they brought in a man named Brother Ezekiel, who ran something called the Purification Ministry. He walked around me in circles for 20 minutes without saying a word. Then he turned to my parents with tears in his eyes. "I'm so sorry," he said. "There's only one way to save her soul now, the final cleansing." "What does that mean?" I asked. Nobody answered me. That night I heard them in the backyard building something. I looked out my window and saw my father constructing a wooden post with kindling stacked around the base. My mother was carrying firewood from the garage. Brother Ezekiel was blessing the ground with oil. They were going to burn me alive. I confronted them the next morning and my mother couldn't even look at me. "If you burn and die, your soul goes to heaven purified," she explained to the floor. "And if you survive the flames, then at least we'll know for certain what you are. I'm your daughter. I'm not a witch. There's no such thing as witches." Dad grabbed my face so hard I thought he'd break my jaw. "Don't